Houston, Texas.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tua to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tua going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Donald Parham taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Texans will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Under 10. Under 43 rail.
Tua on 4th down. Touchdown, Texans. Donald Parham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the